fact is that when you are a young emerging rookie from Australia or South Africa, you not only have to come through the back. It is unknown when surfing came into existence. In 1778, Captain James Cook first recorded surfing Hawaiians. In 1900, surfing really took off when Olympic swimmer Duke Kahanamoku started showcasing surfing before and after his swimming events. During the 1970s, 5 foreigners came to Hawaii and changed the meaning of surfing. They transformed surfing into the sport and multi-million industry. Surfing for the Hawaiians was a connection to their past. Surfing united their history and culture together. 1970s. Australians and Africans decided to change Hawaiian culture and history. For Peter Town. For Wayne Rabbit Bartholomew. For Sean Thompson. For Mark Richards. And for Ian Cairns. Surfing had the potential to be more than a hobby. The way that this new crew went about achieving their goals insulted many of the locals. After breaking into the surfing world, the new crew's attitude and lack of understanding of the Hawaiian culture created waves. Their cocky, overambitious, and highly competitive approach was disrespectful to the Hawaiians' culture. In the 1970s, surfing took on multiple definitions. For the Hawaiians, surfing was a means of settling disputes, a mode of earning respect, a hobby, a break from reality, a link to their past and culture.
At the same time, we just can't do anything about it.
For the foreigners, surfing was a potential profession. The issue was only heightened after Rabbit wrote an article in Surfer magazine entitled "Bustin' Down the Door." Many Hawaiian surfers felt that the article was extremely disrespectful to them and their culture, thus creating social barriers and prejudices. Born out of this tension, the Black Shorts, which was created by Eddie Rothman, became known as the protectors of the North Shore. Fast Eddie, as he was known in the water, created a militant aquatic traffic control. The goal of the Dahui, as they are known now, was to preserve the culture, history, and Hawaiian invented sport. However, the resentment and protection grew into violence. In the documentary Bustin' Down the Door, many of the Australians and Africans discussed how they were badly beaten up by the Black Shorts and were forced to carry weapons for their protection. Rabbit and Ian talked about how they were forced into exile. There were contracts put out on them. Thus, they were unable to go near the North Shore without putting their life in direct danger. Luckily, Eddie Ayako and his family felt that this violence had gone on long enough. He went to Rabbit and Ian and explained the Hawaiian custom Ho'oponopono, where issues could be resolved via a group or family meeting. In the documentary, Ian describes walking into the room with about 150 people. He describes it as a trial and said that he feared for his life. During the trial, the locals explained that their culture had been offended and that they were tired of the Western world taking over. Finally, the local people did forgive the foreigners and allowed them back to the North Shore where they could compete. Although there were cultural conflicts, these foreigners brought many positive aspects to surfing. They are responsible for transforming surfing into a professional sport, bringing a much-needed media attention, creating new boards, inventing new tricks to bring surfing to the next level. Through their struggles and triumphs, they paved the way for future surfers. Despite cultural differences, the Hawaiians, Australians, and South Africans were able to put their differences aside and focus on what they shared in common: surfing. Longtime surfers will remember the mid-1970s when a group of brash shortboarders from Australia and South Africa came to the North Shore to make a statement.